I think this is week 3, and the movie comes out Friday officially. Shang Chi, the movie.
Yeah.
We B Walt, you've been on the show. We talked about it. Flat Tummy T, you was on the show last week. We talked about it. I'm just gonna pull up the. I put the video on our YouTube.
Cool.
One viewer, cultural appropriation is bullshit, especially when you are surrounded in your home by technology and clothing brands created by white people. If you want to play the game, appropriation is a two-way street. Somebody from Moonshine TV, don't know who it is, I'm not sure. Speaking for myself, I'm sorry, what does owning a PlayStation have to do with an Asian woman sounding black? We got no response from that.
We talked about this. I personally don't think that she's culturally appropriating. I don't see that.
I don't
see that.
It's becoming a divisive issue.
It is becoming a divisive issue. I've seen this shit right after we talked about it. It's been more and more stories. See, we're in this cancel culture now where they shutting everybody down for doing anything halfway different than they think you're supposed to do.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, you're being marginalized by people who don't want to be marginalized about shit that they don't even understand. Shut the fuck up. I don't see her as culturally appropriating.
I don't. There's according to, let me get the article source correct. Inside the magic.net, that just sounds like a porn site.
Fucking
but
porn, definitely.
Immediately, I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, right.
Change your fucking name. 3 black men think you're a porn site.
I'm gonna throw that right on my.
I'm gonna look that up real quick. What's that?
Yeah, right.
Here. Yeah, they're talking about it's gonna be a boycott for the movie, and again, I've talked to both of you individually about this. This is kind of a thing because this movie has a chance. DJ, you've given a thumbs up on this movie. This is a great movie. It's replaced quality movies in your top 10. We talked about that.
Yeah.
And B. Walt, we talked about this being an experiment that's coming specifically from the CEO, chairman of Disney. And now there's a boycott. I don't want to go conspiracy, but I am. Is this something Disney's putting out there?
Why would Disney tank their own movie?
I don't know.
So they'll never have to worry about taking care of marginalized individuals. I mean,
they can say we tried, we did what we could.
Someone would say
somebody in that room had to drop the experiment line out there. Someone had to let that out. None of this okay, and I'm not comparing the two, but it's most similar of the MCU movies that I can think of. I don't remember. This was the exact opposite of Black Panther in terms of what was going on leading into the debut of that movie.
What do you mean?
Whether it was logistical or just emotional, there was a huge positive sort of vibe going into the movie. Motherfuckers was pulling out they Coming to America outfits and cosplay and all this other shit as if it was like some black African fictional universe. But there was a wave of positivity leading into that, which led to the movie breaking 1 billion. I feel like the exact opposite is going on right now when it comes to Shang Chi. And I'm excited to see it. But some people are really pissed about Awkwafina and they're taking it out on the movie.
Honestly, just to say it, B-Walt, you said it right too, and I agree with you. We're in this cancel culture where, honestly, sometimes some people want to be upset about something. They're waiting for a moment. They're sitting there chomping at the bit. And once something comes out, they're like, all right, let's swing our bats. They're ready to go ahead and tell you something's wrong. Tell me, I do not hear a black accent from Awkwafina in the film. She literally speaks like she does on her show, which is on Comedy Central, which is how she usually speaks. I mean, it's very dismissive in the way she speaks because she's usually always high. And it's just like she's just like, yeah, hey, this is me, I'm Awkwafina. All right, this is life, whatever, I don't care. And it's like she carries that same kind of feel and that character right into this film. It's not like she's like, oh, yo, what's up, y'all, blah, blah, yada, yada, you know, and like she's not talking harder and dropping the R's and things like that. She's just speaking like she already does, man. I'm not hearing a black accent. I'm not hearing the black accent.
You know what it is. You know what it is, and this is gonna sound real shitty, but I feel like black folks be trying to claim like, okay, you don't want to be stereotyped. We do not want to be stereotyped, but you trying to claim hood stereotype, and it's like you need to travel a little bit more, because hey, we live on the West Coast, bro. I'm gonna tell you, it's some hood Asians, bro. I live around them. Okay, hood is not relegated to one race. Nope. It's really fucking not. It's hood white folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, get off of that. Like, I don't see it as cultural appropriation. I don't buy it. But maybe that's because I'm a little bit more cultured than these niggas making these comments.
You know what?
It doesn't make sense.
Honestly, I think that may be the case.
It don't make sense.
The more and more I see it, I'm just like, yo, you need to expand your view. Your circle needs to expand, because what you see or understand as like hood, you'll kind of find out like it's not that hood when you get everywhere else.
Right.
There's levels to this.
Like, yeah, you live here and you're like, all right, this is hood. And then you get over there, over here, over there, and you're like, oh, yo, this Asian cat is acting just like, wait, and this white, what? This dude's from Russia, and he's like, what the, you know, and you're like, yeah, that's the world.
Hood is not relegated to a particular race. No. Hood is the conditions of where you're from. That's what it is. And to say that she is culturally appropriating, and then somebody made the argument, oh, well, she ain't from this area to be acting like this. She's from a nicer area. Come on, man. Come harder than that, man.
She's from a nice area in Brooklyn, yeah, true.
But it's still Brooklyn.
You gotta, come on. You're from Chicago. You know there are places where you're like, what the fuck? This is
right, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You go 2 steps one way, you in a nice neighborhood. You go 2 steps the other way, you in a fucked up neighborhood. It's not like you're gonna be isolated. You're not gonna be isolated from everything. It's impossible. These people making these comments, man, like shit. Get a life, Joe. Like for real, get a life.
That's very true. I didn't think about that. You go 1 or 2 blocks down this way, and it's like, oh, this is a completely different neighborhood. And that's exactly how it is, too. Exactly from where she grew up. So it's like, yeah, y'all need to get over this. Y'all really are fucking corny as fuck right now going over this shit. That's how I feel about it. But that's me.
Do you, I mean, okay, you've already seen it, DJ. I plan on seeing it. I know B. Walt, you know, you talked about you're going to go see it. Is this just a blip, or do you think this will actually make an impact on the movie and its results and its box office numbers?
That's hard to tell. Because, I mean, you know what? Truth of the matter is we're starting to learn more and more. Karens aren't just white people. So, I mean,
that?
You know, they find something to be mad at, and they all get together. Like you said, I mean, they're thinking about boycotting it. So it's like, okay, that means it's more than just 10 people. It's more than just 20 people in a location. It sounds pretty large. And I think that can negatively impact the film. And I'm afraid that it may. I hope it doesn't. I hope that there's the majority of people that want to see the film actually do. And I hope that vocal minority is just that. They just happen to be the vocal minority. They may speak loud, but there's barely any of them. That's what I'm hoping.
We'll find out this Friday. The movie's official national release is happening. We'll check it out. Let's keep it pushing.